What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Samo and Sensei Show. What's going on, King?
What's going on, family? What's going on, world? It's Samo. Man, we blessed, man. You know, right now we ready to check this thing out, check this footage out.
Okay, yeah. For those who don't know, this is my brother Samo right here. He's going to be, someone that you hear from on the regular when it comes to the reactions and, commentary, just adding more perspective, right? But right now, everyone, for those who may not know, have been reacting to this newly released footage of the Karmelo Anthony incident. As we all know, recently, Karmelo Anthony was sentenced to about, 35 years?
Years, 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the first degree murder of Austin Metcalf. You know what I mean? Since then, a lot of people feel like he was railroaded. Of course, this is why it's shocking that here on Juneteenth, the video was leaked or released. Let's just say that. But yeah, we're going to check out the video, react to some of these clips that's been surfacing on social media. Can you see this right here?
Yeah. We have a few angles here, so.
Yeah. Definitely.
Let's
Give
get
me a
into
second.
it.
Yes, sir.
But it's funny how, they want to take almost like a year to come out and release the footage. We don't understand, like, how much they might have doctored this already, kind of chopped it out, spending all this time trying to highlight and, put things in frame so it could be perceived a certain way. So, we just want to check this out and let the information speak for itself. And you could conclude your own synopsis from there.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, now with the video out, people are wondering how, the sentence ended up being 35 years, considering that he was defending himself. We've been hearing people who are in the courtroom saying that they've seen the video and that Karmelo was approached by several individuals under this tent. So now we getting new angles. Okay. So what we're seeing right now is surveillance video is actually 15 minutes to be exact. I'm going to try to skim through it. Let's see if they got a speed counter. Yes, they do. Thank the Lord. So we're going to speed it up for y'all to about 1.5. Let's see how that works. I say 1.75. Let's do that.
Yeah,
we're going to check it out. They got his body, Karmelo running from the scene. But let's play the video. Samo, go ahead and mute your mic so we don't hear anything in the background. It is Friday night, Baltimore City. They going crazy on the bikes. You already know, so. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in. Make sure you like this video, hype this video. From what we're seeing, it looks like this is, Austin and his brother approaching the tent right over here. Let me see if I can zoom in for y'all right quick, because that'll help right quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can hold up. Can you see that? Yeah, this is as close as I can get on the Zoom for y'all. But as you can see over here on your left, this is the tent. You got to take your mic off, Samo. You still muted.
Yeah. I got you. I was following along. I was just adjusting it on my screen and trying to get a better angle. Just trying to get a clear picture. But we're good. We're good right where you were.
Right. I just know 15 minutes is a long time.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just trying to speed it up. And then, of course, we definitely going to blur out anything that's sensitive to the situation. Someone did lose their life.
Right there at the top, right there. He just came in the frame, right where that mouse, your mouse, right there. Yep. Just came in frame. All right.
I mean, but this is, interesting because, again, They could have been put this footage out. Trust and believe. If the narrative was exactly how they said it was to be, this video would have been out already.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Rightfully so. It definitely would have been out as soon as the body had dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
This is why this is perplexing. It's like, why does it take this long to get the footage into the hands of the public right after you
know
give the
why.
judgment? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
You trying to keep from, dealing with the public outrage. But in the end, there's that whole saying of respecting the verdict, respecting the jury, and dealing with it through the law and the process. But it's just time and time again, you see individuals taking advantage, of the system in the way where things like this happens. If the shoe was on the other foot, and Austin had to defend himself against Karmelo, you think they would have charged Austin?
Oh man.
You see what I'm saying?
Not when the prosecutor named Metcalf.
Come on, sir. Come on.
What is that? The prison guard or the
come on,
warden?
the warden. Yeah, it's a lot of connection. I mean, hell, even the jury for all we know.
So
just one big ass party.
Yeah.
Huh? It's a Metcalf reunion over here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm just trying to see where this went left.
Yeah, we at the 7-minute mark now. Again, it's a 15-minute clip that they released, but now, again, now you're seeing bodies, people moving.
I wish we just had a clearer.
Hold up, here you go, right here. Now shit shaking up. Hold up, we got y'all. We watching this for the first time with y'all, so please bear with us. But as you can see, it's right over here in this area.
Okay, right. There's the altercation right here, supposedly happening. There is sort of like that horseshoe formation around him.
It's just a lot of bodies, you know what I'm saying? Now you see the forward, yep. Now he jumped up.
He's out
and then
of there.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the formation of the crowd did change very drastically. Everybody was sort of sitting alongside of the benches, man.
And then they chasing him. Look at, they probably telling him, get him.
Get him, hold on to him. Y'all crazy, man. We need to do better. This is crazy.
Shit, don't say we.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. That was like, there really isn't. Man, you derive what you derive from this, man, because the footage is good enough. We can make out what we can make out, but at the same token, why'd y'all take so long to bring this out?
Because again, it's hard to justify they go to push. You see what I'm saying? But again, there's a certain narrative that went out to the people before we seen the video. And it's hard for you to say that he didn't defend himself when he's outnumbered. So you have to paint it a certain way. You know how this thing go with media. They go straight for your background, your upbringing. It's the same MO. But he's right here, in the moment.
I just think to myself, with this video coming out now rather than before the trial, right? How much would public opinion sway or carry, the jury? Because, the jury did have a chance to view this, right?
They did. That's what I'm saying. You had witnesses that's been coming out for the past 2 weeks now, or at least since he was, sentenced to 35 years, say that they watched the video. People said that they felt he was justified in defense. This is what I'm saying. It's no other reason outside of individuals who are, you know, opposed to the fact that he's a black kid, you know, in this situation, and this happened to a white kid. You know, race is the motivating factor. People will sit here and say that you're being gaslit, and we always bring up race. Yet, look at the situation. Prior to the Karmelo Anthony case, you had the Rick Child, right?
Rick Child, yeah.
Shoots young Cyrus in his back as Cyrus runs across the parking lot, right? This man and his son runs down on this kid, shoots him in the back, and then they get off on self-defense after saying that young Cyrus had a firearm.
What about
come on.
What about the other day with the young lady with the 1-year-old baby in Mississippi, right? With the box of Pampers, and she had a receipt for the Pampers. Huh? Come on, man. This
sound like he on his Dick Gregory right now. Huh? He on his Dick Gregory right now.
Nah. But you know, it's just
shout out to the elder. But seriously, I mean, looking at this video, like I said, you know, he's still around. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, let's see here, because here we go. Just let me see if there's some audio to this. Okay. Body cam footage, it looked like. So this is the police, more than likely, going down there at the scene when Karmelo was hanging around. So here you go right here. You can see this?
Yeah. I see him right there. They're checking him.
Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Go ahead and mute your mic right quick.
Help me, y'all back up a little bit. Come over here for me. Come over here. I'm gonna put your handcuffs for now, okay, bud? Dispatch 443. Everybody can slow down. I got the alleged suspect in handcuffs right now, detained.
Everyone else can slow down. Suspect detained in handcuffs.
Hold on. You can open up the channel, and medics are clear to come in. Have them come to the northeast entrance. That's gonna be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there. This is the alleged suspect. All right, bye. Okay. We'll figure that out. So nothing on your person at all? Nothing? No, sir. Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff and all that? Nothing gonna stab me? No, sir. Okay.
I'm going to be out with this.
I'm gonna be a little personal there, okay? Just to make sure.
My car's right there.
Okay. All right. The victim's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
What's happening right now? Victim is over here on the north end. They got staff standing to him right now. This is the alleged suspect. Already? No. We searched them. Got nothing on.
I don't know what happened.
423. Checkers have legal CPR progress for a witness.
Crazy.
You have nothing.
Crazy.
Side over here. Up to you. It's up to you.
That's fine. This is closer.
Okay. Let me do one more little check of you, okay?
Yes, sir.
You don't mind for reaching your pockets, anything like that? You good?
You're just wearing one pair of pants?
I'm wearing some little under.
Oh, yeah.
No, ma'am, I don't think so.
Okay.
What's your name, man?
Karmelo Anthony, Karmelo.
430, show me out.
Okay.
Crazy.
Have a seat here real quick, man. Watch your head. Let me check your hood here, buddy, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, lean this way so you're not resting on your hands, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, see a little bit of blood on your hands there, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
402, I'm on scene.
So your first name is Karmelo?
Yes, sir. Karmelo.
Let's see, hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know yet, man. Karmelo, C-A-R-A.
K-A-R.
K-A-R.
M-E-L-O.
Melo, Carmelo. What's your last name? Anthony. We're ready. When?
I'm in 12th grade.
10th grade? You go to Emerson?
No, sir.
Where do you go? Centennial. Okay.
I'm in 12th grade.
12th grade?
Yes.
Okay. No, Centennial. All right, sit tight for me real quick, buddy, all right? Let me run this guy real quick. I haven't talked to him at all.
Talk to me, King.
Man, that right there, that's some gripping footage right there, man. I'm glad that angle, man, because you hear him giving his description of what just happened and how he was telling him like, hey, don't touch me, don't
Right.
invade my space, and those guys jumped him from this is just my vision. It looks like they hit him with the horseshoe, closed him off, and the only way was to go up and around and down those flight of steps, those bleachers. And that's what's so crazy. But nevertheless, man, this man, you
And look at how he conducted himself, very remorseful, right? It's unlike, most of the individuals we seen, like some of law enforcement who committed acts, right, against those who were unarmed. They didn't seem remorseful, right? You look at Rick Chow, he didn't seem remorseful for what he did to Cyrus. But this young man had been in a situation where he said it, like, yo, I didn't want to, harm anyone. I told him, don't put your hands on me. And that's all our own right. We was born with that right to protect ourselves. And as a little kid, you're taught if anybody violates your personal space, you don't need permission from nobody else to defend yourself.
You know what? Human nature states
Come on.
that self-preservation is a must.
Come on. Fight or flight, as they would say. Come on. It's common sense. But the fact is, constantly depicting our people as criminals, right? Despite looking at the history saying otherwise. But here we are. Someone's life who was impacted because other individuals took it upon themselves to be the police, or shall I say the captain? There we go. You know what I mean? The captain of the field per se. You're the one enforcing the laws and saying, listen, you don't belong under here. You got to dip. What gives you the right? You know what I'm saying? This is why it's like, you understand someone lost their life. We get that. However, if there's law that say, listen, one can defend himself in these situations, let's not change it up because the roles have reversed.
Sure.
Come on.
Sure.
You tried to, sully the whole situation, even with the video and its release, compromising the jury, right? Removing individuals. You say it's because, their connection to, the education system, these being children, too much of a connection. But come on, y'all. This is what's crazy about everything, but at the same time, here we are in 2026, and this is nothing that's, unusual for us.
Ain't nothing new under the sun, man.
Nah, it's just the fact that constantly keep repeating ourselves and those keep, ignoring the elephant in the room. Now it's affecting, our everyday livelihood. And now I feel like it's a responsibility on those who are a part of the culture that considers themselves as representatives, ambassadors. Y'all need to be using your platform to speak on issues like this. If you're an artist, you're a creative, and you talking about the club, party, turn up right now in a time where everybody's going through situations like this is what the outlets was created for, to speak out against the injustice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very much so. For those celebrities out there, who claim themselves to be activists, just like you said, big name people, always inside the jails, making sure people, beat their charges or see that they get proper adjudication. Where's those people for Carmelo right now? I feel like we need to address that. How can, watching from that footage, how
Mm-hmm.
can you derive uh, a verdict within 3 hours? I think clearly this will be something you will have to talk about for an extensive amount of time. And 3 hours is not enough because I'm still trying to put it together even right now. I'm probably going to spend the rest of my evening watching this just to dissect and try to filter out and connect the dots of the talking points of people who were giving accurate information from the scene, people who didn't even make the stand, right? And they're giving their testimony, out on their little interviews or whatever it may be. It's like, man, we need to talk about how there were no black jurors. So where was his peers that he was supposed to be judged by?
Yeah, and the
Right?
fact that he wasn't able to speak up on his own behalf was very interesting. So, people wondered, was his legal team in on the fix as well? It's a lot of questions that everyone is raising as of right now. But as the video is being released, we're bringing it to y'all exclusively, but just to give y'all some information, okay? As you see right here, just like we heard, Carmelo says, listen, it's not alleged. I did it. You know what I mean? I told him to not put his hands on me. You know what I mean? He put his hands on me. Right?
Correct.
Now from online and how they broke it down, they're saying from the clip and how it was explained was Austin and his friends. You see that? Austin Metcalf and his friends. Okay? That means more than one.
Yeah.
Arriving at the stadium and walking towards the yellow Frisco Memorial High School team tent where the fatal encounter took place. Now think about that. One man approached by Austin and his friends. How is this not self-defense by that, description alone? Right? We getting now, weeks later, they releasing different angles. But come on. Now, of course, there's, pictures of the blade, the hoodie. I'm not going to show all of that to y'all. It's graphic. Like I said, someone lost their life out of respect. I'm not even going to go in that direction because, again, it's unfortunate. You know what I mean? We ain't even got to go there for y'all to get up.
Be lost.
Come on. You know what I mean?
That's not
and it's
what
just
we
not
promote
even
but what
just
we
out
are
of
promoting is
the truth.
fair,
The truth.
truth
You know
and
what I'm
fair
saying? Yeah, and
trial.
righteousness.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
That's
But
it.
what I was saying was more so how YouTube is, how, the restrictions, things being graphic. It's just a lot. It's a sensitive situation.
Yeah,
You get what I mean? But through it all, we're going to give y'all this information so y'all can, make your own decision on how you want to go about it. But
we don't want to add to your overstimulation out here in the world, okay, y'all? We not going to add to your overstimulation. We ain't going to do that.
I don't know what that is. That's some new word, right? Oh, if I'm overstimulated, that's a new generation word, y'all. I'm a little old school. I don't even know what the hell that means. That sounds too ditty for me. I don't know. Y'all tell me down in the comment sections, that little ditty?
Little ditty, what?
You know what I mean? If it was a meter, you was on the top. You know what I'm saying? The ditty meter. But anyway, because again, this is a serious situation. Like I said, I mean, now that the video is out, what do you think is, are the chances of this sentencing being appealed at this point?
I'm hopeful that he would get an appeal, but I don't know. He has to have a adequate legal team to get him one, right? And I believe in that. I'm don't quote me on this, but I believe they misappropriated the funds that they raised on the GoFundMe and stuff like that, and didn't give him adequate protection. You know what I'm saying? How do you not want to protect your child in this situation? You feel me? Rightfully so. He's defending himself. You know, he's honest and he's doing the best that he can in his situation because he's on the verge of starting his life. Not to mention, prior to this, I believe the young kid saved a family from a burning building. Right? So the
Yeah,
testament to his
yeah.
character, right?
But at the same time, and I don't mean to cut you off, we got to be careful when speaking on certain things that we've heard on these platforms because that's how the misinformation circulates.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, for
Correct.
the record, you know what I'm saying? Because again, the enemy and those who are racist, let's be clear, we ain't got to, you know what I mean, beat around the bush.
Mm-hmm.
They're the reasons why things went the way that it did in the outcome of the situation, right? So what they do is deflect. They talk about everything outside of the fact that this young man took it upon himself to go remove somebody when he shouldn't have. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. Right? The family, the money, the fundraiser, all that's irrelevant. Right? We understand this is a situation here where when families are grieving, right? They're vulnerable, very emotional,
True,
right?
true,
And then
true.
so much is happening. You got the whole world looking at you now, right? We've seen it time and time again when stuff like this turns into a riot, to a protest. And what do? They go to the family and say, yo, can you speak to the people and tell them chill
Calm
out?
them down.
You feel me? So it's a lot that goes on in the moment when you're losing your child. And this is why it's unfortunate that that becomes the conversation instead of the fact that we have a corrupt system that already had to play before he even had a chance to defend his name. They already had it set. What was going to happen on the outcome? Despite the law saying he had a right to defend himself. This is what everybody should be putting that energy to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the unfortunate part, but let's clear it up. According to, can you see this on the screen? Okay, yeah. According to the breakdown that we have here, it says that, you know, the update on his appeal, right? Collin County court records indicate that the criminal defense attorney Laura Bracamonte de Velia has been appointed to represent Anthony on his appeal. Okay. Attorney Donnie J. Perales, who was initially appointed briefly after the verdict, confirmed to News Nation that he is no longer involved in the case. Okay. Perales noted that Anthony family is actively expected to hire their own private counsel to eventually take over the appellate process. All right. Now here's the discrepancy on, you know, the penniless declaration sparks backlash. Okay. Controversy erupted after Anthony filed a pauper's oath and indigenousy packet declaring himself a penniless, destitute, and indigent person. Damn, I might have messed that one up. But anyway, to qualify for a taxpayers funding lawyer, this drew immediate public backlash and legal scrutiny due to previous crowdfunding efforts. Okay. The original fund prior to the trial, a Give, Send, Go campaign, successfully raised over $630,000 for his pre-trial legal and family defense expenses. The discrepancy, here we go. Platform rules forced that fundraiser to close once the trial concluded. Critics are questioning how a defendant whose family pulled in over $500,000 can legally claim to be poor to afford an appellate attorney. Okay?
Yeah.
Now it says the parents' business records. You see what I mean? Now they going into their business records.
Come on.
Now I ain't even asked the AI to do all this, by the way. But you see how they took it upon themselves to go straight into it? According to public records reviewed by Fox News, Anthony's parents activated a new Texas business entity less than a month after his stabbing. While no wrongdoing has been established, the financial timeline is being heavily examined during this indigency evaluation. Now, again,
this is Fox News, y'all.
This should let you know, once again, how they try to shape a narrative, because you had individuals like Kyle Rittenhouse, people raised the money. You had people like George Zimmerman, people raised money for them. Okay? They was out here selling Skittles in Arizona and hoodies, yo. So this is when you know it's nothing but hypocrisy and fake outrage to distract the fact that somebody was defending himself and had every right to. So I'm supposed to lay down and just let y'all violate me and disrespect me? Are you crazy? Is that what you're going to tell your son or your daughter? You're not.
Definitely
You're a
not.
fool. Come on. So why would you expect someone to sit there and allow several individuals to have their way with them? That makes no sense. That's not how they raised. And when I say they, I mean how we raise our children.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I follow.
Don't even matter if it's black, white, whomever. You're not going to raise your child to go out here and get bullied. That's not how it works. So be realistic. You sit here and talk about the upbringing, the money, and what was spent. That's irrelevant, man. As much as y'all be getting over on the system and nobody says nothing.
Oh.
Come on. They treated Kyle Rittenhouse like he was an icon or something, like he was a legend. Come on. He was crying up there, boogies falling out his face. What are we talking about here? Come on, y'all.
This how they play us, champ.
Now, how this video, you know what I mean, possibly having an effect on the appeal, you know, people will see, okay? But it says right here, appellate experts, including Dallas attorney David Cole, notes that the appeal will not simply be a retrial of whether Anthony stabbed Metcalf itself. It will focus strictly on procedural errors, most notably the Batson challenge. Okay, this is how they were able to remove the black jurors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, right? And then the media ban, whether the judge's strict ban on courtroom cameras unlawfully restricted a transparent trial process. Okay, so again, these are the things that we have to keep in mind when it comes to his chances of actually winning the appeal. But as of right now, this is the video that everyone is talking about so far. So y'all let me know, what are your thoughts down in the comment section below. I know it's on the late night, but I want to get your opinion on your boy Stephen A.
Yeah.
That too. Because it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot that's going on. Give me one second.
Happy Juneteenth, y'all. They want to drop this bombshell on us.
Man, we about to say we got about 40 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
Before the Juneteenth over. But I just wanted to show y'all just what's going on in the world right now. Because even with this platform, Forgotten Kings TV, for those who may not know, you know, we have transitioned into an independent media company now. So shout out to us over here and all of the supporters who've been holding us down. We appreciate y'all making the moves, you know what I mean? But thank you, King. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? But, you know, it wasn't just me. It was everybody else, including the subs and everybody else who contributed. You know what I mean? I appreciate each and every one of y'all. But yeah, it's just a lot going on. And I say all that to say that when real world issues like this happen, we, right, platforms that's in media, creatives, you know, we have a responsibility to, you know, use our platforms to speak truth out there into the world, right? Because again, the power of media, it's a lot of money that's put into these platforms, YouTube included. You know what I mean? So I bring up, thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all. Peace.